Hello, Nev here, and today on Man Can Cook, I'm going to be showing you how easy it is to make your own vegetable stock paste. Now this is such a great alternative to what you would normally buy in the supermarket. It has no numbers and no nasties. This is my vegetable stock paste. For this recipe, you'll need about 750 grams of mixed vegetables. So it doesn't really matter what vegetables they are, as long as they're a bit more fibrous rather than starchy. So I have 1 zucchini, 1 tomato and 1 onion, 1 red capsicum, and this is 1 stalk from the end of broccoli just cut up into pieces, so it's good use for the end of the broccoli that you wouldn't usually use. Around about 4 to 5 sprigs of flat leaf parsley, about 2 sprigs of basil, about 2 sprigs of rosemary, 130 grams of salt. This seems like an awful lot of salt, but you're only getting a very small amount per serve of stock paste, so you only use a teaspoon of stock paste, say for a litre of water, so overall you're not getting a lot. If you wanted to leave the salt out, I would recommend freezing the stock paste into ice cube trays and storing it in the freezer. And 40 grams of olive oil. Finally, chop your herbs and vegetables in a food processor or a blender. And depending on the size, you may need to do this in a couple of batches. It doesn't really matter how fine you make them because it will end up getting blended after it's cooked, so it will end up in a paste anyway. When you've blitzed up your vegetables, add it to a medium saucepan with the olive oil, and then add the salt. And then you want to cook this over a low to medium heat for about 20 minutes to half an hour to cook the vegetables. You'll need to stir this occasionally too, and leave the lid off the saucepan. After 30 minutes of cooking, the vegetables will be nice and soft. So you need to allow this to cool down pretty much completely until we blitz it into a paste. Transfer the cooked vegetables into a blender and blend that until you have a really smooth consistency. And that's the kind of consistency that you're after. And then transfer the stock into a clean glass jar to store in the fridge. This will store really well in the fridge for ages. And use 1 to 2 teaspoons of this as you would normally use a stock cube, or you could add 1 or 2 teaspoons to a litre of water if you're wanting to create liquid stock. You can add this stock paste to so many different dishes. I put it in my rissoles, you can add it to soups or casseroles. It gives such a really good flavour base. I hope you liked my video. If you did, please click like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.